Hello and welcome back to Deus Machina Demonbane. Womb child, why do you tremble? Does what lies in your mother's heart terrify you? Dang it. Too final. From the white bud bloom red flowers. From the red flowers hang golden fruits. And from the golden fruits drip the juices of blasphemy. It has been born, expelled into the world like pus from a festering wound. It is evil. It is an other in the shape of a man. It is an unwanted life. It is the beast. Kuru! Before I can even think, my body and soul are ready for battle. Power flows into my Major-style bodysuit as I summon my two guns, and they seem to possess wills of their own as they aim for the golden darkness at the center of the storm of blood. I pull the triggers and the sound of gunfire drowns out my roar, but the shots only succeed in knocking the man-shaped darkness back a little. Blunted by his barrier field, the bullets do no more than leave friction burns on his skin. He raises his head, still smiling that inhuman smile, and speaks in his clear, inhuman voice. A pleasure to meet you, Deju Kuru. Master Therion. I draw the scimitar Barzai and strike the blade in a flash of light, cutting through the blood-soaked air. But even though it has all my strength behind it, Master Therion catches it between two fingers. Ah! Is this how you always greet people you've just met? Cut the bullshit! You are still alive? He releases my sword and then brushes his hand against my chest. Ah! An invisible power strikes me like a mighty hammer, blasting me from the cockpit. I spread my Magus wings to right myself in midair. Fucking die! I then throw a punch, sending all the power I can muster through my fist. The air explodes under the force of the shockwave, and Nameless One's petrified upper body is blasted into splinters. Huh. I land on top of Demonbane. Master Therion alights atop Nameless One's remaining lower body, looking up at me as he combs his fingers through his hair. Still alive? Not exactly. As I said, this is just our first meeting. The fuck are you talking about? Kuru, calm down, you're playing right into his hands. Al shouts in my ear, trying valiantly to stop my berserk rage. But I can't. After all, I was born just moments ago from the womb of my mother Nero. To me, you are familiar with it. The me you are familiar with is the one from last time. Huh? What? Mother? Last time? What the hell is he talking about? I have no idea what's going on. I don't get it, but something about this turns my spine to ice. You still don't understand. Domitanius, the beast of scripture, is Nero's form upon returning to hell. Master Therion, therefore, signifies both Nero and myself. What the hell? I still don't get it. This shit's beyond me. He's an other, an inhuman monster. Human reason won't work on him. My mother was carrying me long before she met you. What is all this bullshit? You're fucking crazy! Enough of this. There's no reason to have a nice conversation with this monster. I'll just beat the living shit out of him. I'm about to leap to the attack, but just then, I suddenly feel an aura of immense power emanating from Nameless One's ruined lower body. His presence! The vast heart chamber begins to quake, tossing the crimson sea like a frothing storm, and the air quivers as I hear something groan and shatter. Countless cracks appear in Nameless One's broken body. The Deus Machina begins to fall apart, the cracks joining to become gaping fissures. As the previous me promised, I have appeared once again. I have come to do battle with you, to settle our score at the end of time. Ah! Of course, I lack none of my power. Behold! Look out, Kuru! Al's power reaches me just in time, protecting me with my black wings and pentagram barrier. Nameless One explodes, sending a shockwave that brutalizes the entire chamber. And then I see it. The expanding explosion is like an egg of light, and the pieces of Nameless One are like the fragments of a shell. And at the centre of the light is a crimson machine, glistening like a newborn drenched in blood and the juices of the womb. When the light fades and the shaking dies down, there it stands, with Master Therion upon its shoulder. Liber Legis. A giant of steel, wearing its demonic, blood-red wings like a cloak. The crimson machine stands silently, staring down at Demonbane. And my grimoire? A wind blows out of nowhere, carrying the pages of a grimoire from another world. They dance, whirling spirals through the air around Master Therion, howling as they burst into flame. Above Master Therion's head, the burning helix takes the shape of a girl. The inferno disintegrates, the scattering flames casting their glow on her as she descends. You've come, Eldri. Yes, Master. I stand before you. The light plays across her body, illuminating her features. Black clothes, hair like a raven's wing, eyes of obsidian. Girl of darkness. The Platonic manuscripts! Eldri, the avatar of the Platonic manuscript, alights at Master Therion's side. The youth slides his arm around the girl's narrow waist and pulls her into his embrace. Behold! Eldri, how do you feel? Nothing out of the ordinary? I am fine. Thank you for your concern. Their lips meet, and even as they kiss, they stare at us with narrowed eyes. Eyes of gold and eyes of jet, each like a window to the abyss. Now it is time for this burlesque to enter the finale. Ow! Got it! I leap back into the open cockpit, bringing Demonbane to life at the speed of light. Energy cycles through the magic circuits at high speed, bringing the silver blood to boiling, and I raise Demonbane's fist, charging it with enough energy to fill the space with crackling lightning. Our power roars as it scorches the blood... Sorry, burped. Our power roars as it scorches the blood-soaked air. You waste no time, dear Jukuru. Eldri? Yes, Master. They burst into light and are drawn into the magic circle that forms on Liber Legis' chest. Glowing symbols race across the Deus Machina's armour. It comes to life with a mighty roar, thrusting its fist at us from its under bat-like wings. It screams towards us, burning away the blood-soaked air. Liber Legis, destroy! Demonbane, finish them! Our fists cross, each smashing the other's face with an impact like a nuclear bomb. The image on the monitor fills with noise. Profane beast! Demonbane staggers back. I plant my feet and then step in once more with the left punch. Demon-slaying sword! Liber Legis staggers back. They plant their feet and step in once more with the left punch. Our fists cross, then slam home, driving deep into each other's guts. Instruments explode throughout the cockpit, showering us with sparks. Kuru! Master! The Grimoires cry out in concern for their partners, but are in no position to respond. The next attack. Atlantis! Demonbane's leg shields glow brightly, crackling as they fill with space-time warping energy. Abra! Liber Legis' left hand glows brightly, roaring as it charges with the lightning of death. Strike! Kadabra! Liber Legis' left hand seizes Demonbane's shoulder, just as our kick crashes into their midsection. The resulting dual explosions blast Liber Legis away, and Demonbane falls to its knees. Liber Legis twists gracefully through the air, causing only a single ripple as it comes to rest on the surface of the Crimson Sea. Demonbane stands and prepares for the next exchange. Master Therion! Hearing my roar, Master Therion laughs, his voice as composed as ever. Such rage! What drives you with such fury, dear Jukuru? Oh, I see. Your attachment to Mother was this strong? The sound of my teeth grinding surprises even me. I'm biting down so hard it feels like my molars might shatter. Perhaps that's why the corners of my mouth are lifted in a caricature of a smile. If I were to look in a mirror, I'd no doubt see myself grinning crazily with unsuppressed rage. To be honest, my hatred is so intense that I can't tell whether this is just anger or pure ecstasy. I find myself holding Cthulhu and Athaqua already loaded with godbeast shells. and I focus power into them with no thought of restraint. Fool! Calm yourself! Divine energy erupts from the barrels of the guns, and the tremendous recoil sends us bouncing across the rolling surface of the lake. The soundless roar of the god beasts fills the world with silence and light. Racing through the white darkness, they are manifestations of destruction, pure and absolute. But the berserk god beasts come nowhere close to hitting Liber Legis. Instead, they charge to the opposite end of the chamber and plough into the wall of flesh. They keep going and going and going, and they run for what must be many kilometres. The tunnel that they tear through Cthulhu is so long that I can see daylight at the far end. But that's it. My lack of control made the attack miss, rendering it meaningless. Such power! Magnificent! You have done well to come so far without abandoning your humanity. Even I cannot help but feel awe. I suppose his praise is heartfelt, but it pisses me off just like everything else about him. I'll shut this fucker up forever. My fury taps a bottomless well of power deep inside me. Kuru! Kuru, come to your senses! Demonbane's right hand fills with the energy of ultimate destruction, and at the same time the scimitar of Barzai appears in its left. I would like to enjoy this dance with you a little longer, but... I charge our shin guards to the max and unleash the energy, clearing the distance to Liber Legis in a single bound. Unfortunately, the time is not yet right. Don't fuck with me! Suddenly, Demonbane is caught by an invisible field of immense power. It drags us down with tremendous force, gouging an enormous crater out of the blood sea. We're getting heavier by the second. A gravity field! It's the same spell he used the first time we fought. But he must have been holding back then, because this one is infinitely more powerful. Unable to stand, Demonbane topples into the blood. I try to right us, but the gravity is so powerful I can't even make my arms move to work the controls. Liber Legis gazes down on the fallen Demonbane. I can hear Master Therion chuckling in his cockpit. Damn! He fell for the same trick twice, how pathetic! There is no need for shame. An average sorcerer would have been instantly crushed along with his Deus Machina. Fucker! Now then, I suppose it's time to show you the true goal of the Sea Project. He says it offhandedly, almost like an afterthought. The true goal? I thought it was all about summoning Cthulhu, using it to conquer, perhaps destroy the world. But he's saying there's even more to it? No way. What is the meaning of this, beast? My true objective is beyond even the great old ones. Cthulhu, the surfacing of Lieblei, everything has been for this one purpose, for the ultimate finale. All in existence, even the gods and the stars shall be as fate decrees. Some sort of slime drips onto Demonbane's head. Looking up, I see a huge gash in the fleshy ceiling. The gash is widening even now, raining down ever more blood and filth with each passing moment. It continues far, far above until at last it opens into the sky. Power erupts from Liber Legis, setting it shooting like a rocket through the hole in the ceiling. Wait! Fuck! I try to follow, but I can't even move a finger. If we get crushed like this, we'll be the laughing stock of the afterlife. Calm down. Even if the power is greater, you broke this spell once before. There's no reason why you can't dispel it again. Yeah, I've got to calm down. Just like before. Think. 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 Accelerate your brain. Understand the world. Decipher the system. Find the answer. Of course. It's as easy as... The information is in flux, the shape of the spell changing constantly. But there's one point that always remains the same. And having discovered the tiny knot that holds the field together, I slam my own lore into it like a battering ram. I hear a sound like glass shattering inside my head. The power that had been holding Demonbane so irresistibly has vanished without a trace. Seriously, I shouldn't have to tell you these things. Shut up! But whatever, we're going after him. Shantak! And that seems like an excellent point to end this part, so thank you very much for watching and I will see you in the next.